Warning! The following Let's Play contains scenes of high-speed racing, drifting, near misses, and tons of crashes. Please obey the rules of the road and always wear your seatbelt.
Howdy y'all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Burnout 2, Point of Impact. In the previous episode, we took care of our first tutorial, Offensive Driving 101, and also completed our first championship, the Pacific Gate Grand Prix. Now, we're gonna go on to do our first ever face-off, aka a one-to-one duel, on Interstate Loop to unlock this mystery car. Now, considering this car looks fast, why don't we basically bring out the muscle, which is basically like a Dodge Viper. And again, I need to remind you, if my game lags or just freezes for a second, it's just trying to record the audio and the video. And, whoa. Look at that beast. Seems like we're going against a greaser. Oh! Whoa, okay, I did not expect that car to basically do a wheelie. Well, considering this car is the fastest in the game, as of right now, but there's a bit of a problem. This car is notorious for having bad handling. Like, watch this. I only did it for like, I don't know, 3 seconds, and then the car just slides out of control. Not to mention, we're actually keeping it up, surprisingly. And we're about to leave that greaser car in the dust. If there's one thing for sure, I am basically not gonna lose something like this. Woo! Woo! Now let's just leave him behind. Now, if you may recognize this section of road, this is actually part of the course of Interstate 88. So basically, Interstate Loop and 88 Interchange are basically the same map, but with 2 different races in one. Plus, we're only going to be doing a 3-lap race to unlock this unusual car. But let's basically say that this is the first car we'll be able to unlock. And we got ourselves a perfect lap. Nice! Guess maybe the bad luck curse and that Chuck Conroy mentioned in some of his Let's Plays is maybe not existent in this one. Whoa! Darn bus! Ugh. Let's see. 3 seconds ahead, that's good. Whoa! See what I mean? And it's a lot more worse when the car is at boost mode. I mean, I could barely stay on the road with this car. It's just so unpredictable. Woo! 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 Oh, nuts! Oh. Oh jeez, it's catching up quite quick. Come on, come on! Woo! Whoa! Okay, that driver in that car had a near-death wish with that bus. Woo! Woo! See what I mean? I can barely control this thing because of how bad it handles. I mean, there's cars that have low speeds, and there's cars that have low control and low acceleration, but, ugh. This car, it's fast, but the acceleration is, well, car speed and acceleration is great, but the car's control is, like, horrible. I mean, I could try driving this on many of the courses, but this car is like a drifting machine. The moment you start turning too much, the car will start to drift on its own. Unless I basically weave into the curves gently. Because the moment it basically starts making tire tracks, and it's turning for more than 3 seconds in that position, then it's gonna slide all over the place. But surprisingly, it handles pretty well when it's drifting at that. Ooh. Up! Oh, darn bus! Oh no, no, no! Please don't tell me! Oh, no, no, please! I lost! Because of that stupid bus getting in the way. Well, that's our first ever official loss. Not to worry, I can basically retry. So basically, I wasn't able to get this car. But I can still try again. There we go. Now we got a much better start this time. As long as I can just make sure my car doesn't slide all over the place, I'll be able to basically keep up with him. Or her. It never says on who's driving these cars at all. Ooh, threading the needle, and away we go! Oh! Of course, again, like in the previous episode, opponents can also crash into your car as well. Well, they crash into other cars. So if that happens, you gotta be very careful, because if you crash into it, or any of the other cars it hits, you are basically screwed. But you won't have to worry if you, like, hit any of the car's pieces that flies off. It's fine. Ooh. Okay, so basically this car can top out at 152 miles an hour. A lot faster than the Roadster, but at the cost of control. I mean, if there's one thing about being a racer, you have to have a car that has great control. Not just speed and acceleration, but control, because if it's better controlled, the easier it will be for you to drive and race against other opponents, and keep your car from sliding all over the place like it was treading on ice. Oh, you know what I mean? It's like treading ice on this thing. Ooh. Oh yeah, near misses don't count if you scratch their cars, if you don't remember. Oop, ready to eat. Oh, yeah, baby. And we go again with a perfect lap. Okay. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. How did what? How did he get in the lead? See what I mean? I was going at like nearly 70 miles an hour, and that would have resulted in a car crash, but yet it didn't. I guess it only happens when the car reaches like the 100s or something. So it's just 1.5 seconds ahead, but not for long. I'm leaving that car behind in the dust. There's no way it can keep up with a modern muscle car. Now I gotta build up my boost back as quickly as possible. Without getting myself killed, that is. Come on, come on, come on. Build it up, build it up. Oh, away we go again. Whoa! Oh, thank God for an extra burnout. That's what I need right now. As we finally cross the line! Haha! And we crash into the invisible wall. Alright. Even though we got our first loss, we actually did good on this course. So, we won the race. Total time, 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Fastest lap, 1 minute and 11 seconds. 3 crashes with a 13,500,000 point score. And we unlocked one of our second new cars, the Hot Rod. which would be perfect for our first sprint race, Run to the Sun. Now, as you can see, these custom cars don't actually feature, well, other colors. So basically, cars like the Driver's Ed and the Hot Rod do not have different color palettes. So we're basically just stuck with just the standard look. Are you ready for the Run to the Sun? Let's take a look at our opponents. Pickup truck, coupe, sport, and the Hot Rod. Woohoo! So basically, if you drive the Hot Rod and you get a Burnout, well, a boost start, you basically will perform a wheelie. If I could just, whoa, that was too close. So basically, these sprint maps like this are basically one set of one course connecting to another, which in this case is Palm Bay Heights / Palm Bay Marina connecting to another course. Wow, I went far, really far. Okay. Oh, see what I mean? The opponents can crash too. Now, I don't think you are able to basically deliver. Whoa. That was like an epic jump right there. So now we're in a new area. This, my friends, is Big City, is Big Sur Shores. A very California-esque style city. Even though we got no crashes up to this checkpoint, we still basically don't get a boost. That only happens on the circuits. Woo! 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 Now we're heading along the coast. I actually had been practicing way before this Let's Play on this section of road. And believe me, this course is not a race to basically think it's easy. Because, I mean, there's tons of curves, bumps, and of course opposing traffic. Whoa, I was able to power slide through all of that without even hitting the brakes. And we got multiple jumps. Ooh, that was close. And alright, we got the gold medal. So, let's see. Whoa, the highest, best times, biggest crash, biggest total crash, biggest air, drift, and oncoming. Nice. So, let's have a look at the results. Even though we had one crash, we got a 9,200,000 point score. And now, we're ready to unlock our first pursuit, which is a new addition in this game. And we also unlock our second Grand Prix track, the Winding Road Grand Prix, which is raced over 4 courses. So first, we need to basically complete this pursuit. And we get our example of our first pursuit car, the cop car, aka the Ford Crown Victoria. Has great top speed and control, but not great acceleration. But of course, since this is pursuit, we have to take down our target car, which is this poor, unfortunate sports car. Now, the main goal of this mode is basically trying to get rid of your opponent's health bar before they escape. This is normally common on the sprint maps, such as this. So basically, I have to stop this car from reaching its escape destination within 4 miles, or else I'll fail. And every time I hit the car, it will lose a bit of it will damage it. But I ought to mention, this car has like a ludicrous speed boost on this thing. Meaning, like, even if I try to get ahead and break it, it will cause my car to go at speeds that it's not designed for. So, as you can see, the more damage we're dealing, the more decrepit the car looks. Look, it's starting to spark and smoke is coming out. And it won't take too long for me to take him down. threading the needle, and basically it will speed up once it basically feels when you basically activate the boost. What? Whoa! Wow, that was awesome! I gotta... Oh my god! That car was just like, nope, get out of the way, I gotta get to work. But, oh my god, that was like, oh, that was incredible. So let's just basically see the replay for once. But short and sweet to the point, Pursuit is basically the only way you'll be able to unlock new cars other than doing face-offs. Now, compared to face-offs, this is you basically will earn more cars than Pursuit, so to speak. Well, I mean, you'll earn more cars in Pursuit than you do in face-offs. And as you notice, the music basically changes very differently depending on the game. Well, depending on what you're doing. As you notice, this music is a lot different than it was when I was driving. This is basically the full variant version of the song that only plays when your car is in boost mode, or when you're watching a replay. That sport car thinks you can get away into the tunnels of the Bombay Marina. I think not! Whoa! I didn't expect that. And then I get pushed. Anyway, so that's our first pursuit. We stopped them. We completed it in 1 minute and 17 seconds, only had one crash, and had 662,000 points. We acquire our first car. Well, one of our first cars in the pursuit mode, the cop car. Which we'll basically not use. I mean, I like it, but I'd rather just use it for the pursuits. So, we'll basically now head to the Winding Road Grand Prix, which goes for Sunrise Valley, Interstate Loop, Airports Terminals 1 and 2, and Bombay Marina, which are 4 new tracks. So, basically, we'll just use the Roadster again, because it worked pretty well in the first set of races. Welcome to Sunrise Valley, downtown. So let's see, pickup, SUV, and sport car. Pretty good selection. No need to worry about a weak and pathetic compact racing us now. So, many of these locations in the game are inspired by real-world places. Like, Sunrise Valley is basically based off of Las Vegas, Nevada, so to speak, because of all the big city, the casinos, and the buildings. Plus the big Capitol building in the center, too. Woo! That was close. So basically, we're now out of the city and now onto the roads on the outskirts of the town. Now, there's another section of road ahead, but that will be for a race course much later. Now, like I said previously, that new braking drifting technique basically helps out a whole bunch. Especially if I'm trying to get around tight corners, or to prevent myself crashing into another opponent. Though it doesn't always work, but it at least helps me out. Woo! That was too darn close. Woo! Okay, that actually was an epic near miss, I should say. I was like mere inches away from my car hitting that other car. Now, funny thing is, some of the models, like the trucks and the bus, you could actually drive them if you completed certain objectives in the original Burnout game, which I find interesting. I might actually do a Let's Play of that someday in the near to distant future. But for now, I probably just want to start off with the game that got me into, well, video games. times 4. That's good. That is good. Times 5. Woo! Woo! Ooh, that was too close. For a second, I thought I was going to go face first into, well, a minivan. Jump. And an inside corner drift. Another perfect lap. And it's the final lap. Sneak through the center. Woo. Now, as you may notice, these roads are starting to get a little more busy. That's because on some maps, if you basically, the more laps you drive on, the more busier the road will be. Okay, this is kind of odd. I mean, I was going nearly full speed, and I hit a trailer. But yet, I did not activate the crash sequence. How odd. I mean, if this game was still relevant today, in the present, I wouldn't be too surprised. Sometimes you can actually crash at that bridge support, but we got our first gold medal in this new Grand Prix. Let's have a quick look at our results. Okay, 3 minutes, 20 seconds, 46 seconds for the fastest lap, only one crash, 80 million points. And since we went out on top, we basically are on the top of the podium. Our next Grand Prix race location is at Interstate Loop. Now, considering that I actually did the first face-off on this course, I should basically know it. Now, there's not only these type of tracks, but there are also, and later on in the game, the reverse variants, which can be very disorienting if you always have been playing these courses in the same direction each time. Just take it easy on these. Whoop. Well, that was just rude. Alright. Whoop! Ooh, that was too close. For a second I thought I was going to basically die. Ooh. Okay, that actually was like perfect timing on the music. I got enough and I activated the boost right when the song managed to kick itself back in. On another perfect lap. Sweet. Maybe I might be able to get through one course in this entire game without having a single wreck. Now, as much as I like drifting in this game, the problem is you basically need to be super hard on the stick when you basically drift. I can't not just like feather it, so to speak. Or just let the car slide on its own. I mean, I can, if I want to, but it will just end the drift prematurely. Plus, drifting is normally basically having the wheels turn in the opposite direction in the corner you're turning in. Which basically means if I drifted to the right, my wheels should be turning to the left. But that basically cancels the drift for some reason. And we get another perfect lap. And now the road's a lot more busier. Great. That means a much higher probability of a wreck. But however... Oh, no! I was hoping I would get through this course without a single crash. Oh. A second ahead of the SUV. Which is kind of funny, really, because Almost every single car in this game is basically a crossover of several cars into one. Like the Roadster, for example, has the rear end of, I think, of a Lotus Elise, I believe. And the muscle is basically a Dodge Viper. The SUV is like a little GMC Yukon. The coupe is like a little Honda Civic or Volkswagen Golf. Pickup truck is like a Ford F-150, and the coupe is like a Honda Acura, or a Honda / Acura Integra. And alright, second race down. Gold medal, 3 minutes 39 seconds, 1 minute and 7 seconds fastest lap, 2 crashes, and 25 million points. And now we go on to our third course, Airport Terminals 1 and 2. Welcome to Airport Terminal 1 and 2. So as you can guess, this is basically the other roads that are around Airport Terminal 3. Now, it's kind of odd, really, that people in the airport terminal are experiencing, well, seeing a street race unfold in front of them as they basically enter and exit the airport. Now, we also are introduced to weather. As we all been seeing, we've only been driving in clear, sunny weather. But, however, though, it's different. The effects of the weather basically doesn't affect the car's handling at all. Plus, it's not just rain, there's also little bits of snow in some maps, as well as fog. Fog and cloudy days. Now, we're basically driving on a section of road that's kind of interesting. The fact that we're passing by various airport terminals, and it's basically on a road that's near where airports are airplanes are landing and departing from. How odd. How come we don't have airports like that here? Possibly have a safety hazard or something. We go on to familiar territory here, but then we curve off towards the other terminals. As you notice, there was also one of those billboards talking about an area called Crystal Summit. That will be for later. So right now, we still have a race to go through. And unlike Airport Terminal number 3, which is a small loop, this course only allows you to race on for 3 laps. Again, if there's one thing about these cars in this game, it's unpredictable. Well, it's basically unpredictability. You know what I mean. Just cars appearing out of nowhere when you least expect it. And you think you're in the lead, and next thing you know it, you're basically in your grave. Whoop. Woo! Woo! Stupid thing! You nearly caused me to crash into something. And now, as you can see, the traffic has gotten much better. Even though I've been playing this game for years, I basically still need to keep an eye out so I won't crash into anything. Woo! Woo! Right through the middle. Whoop! Perfect lap. Last. Finally, the final lap. Woo! Oh my. Whoop! Whoa. Whoa. Now, as you can see, when I hit that fence, I nearly crashed. Up. Oh, 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 oh my gosh. Oh. This can give you anxiety every moment you drive. Oh, oh. Oh, I crashed into the front and I got slammed in the back. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Whoop. 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 Well, excuse me, I am in a race and I want to be the very best like no one ever was. Woo! 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 Alright, we're done with this level. Oh. Let's have a look at the results. 4 minutes 43 seconds, 1 minute 30 for the fastest lap, 2 crashes, 28 million points. Final race, Palm Bay Marina. Dang it, I failed on the boost start, but that's fine. Now, Palm Bay Marina, surprisingly, is one of the most difficult tracks, in my personal opinion, because of how many sections of road you have to go through. I'm not so sure, because I have played this game so many times and completed it so many times, I should basically know all the courses by heart by now. But sometimes I'm like, hey, oh, see what I mean? Sometimes you could basically be driving up this course and then you're gonna crash yourself into a taxi or SUV or something like that. Woo! Woo! Ride the needle! Woo! That was too close! Oh my! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, darn taxis! Make up your mind on which lane to take. Even though I slowed down, I'll at least be able to use that boost. Let's see. Oh my god, I nearly hit 160 miles an hour for a brief second. That's incredible. Like I said, these jumps can sometimes basically glitch your speedometer, thinking you could go faster than you really can. Perfect lap. Sweet. Burnout number 1. Woo! Whoa! Okay, that was actually a really awesome two-wheeler right there. Whoa. Whoa. I think I'm gonna try my chance. Whoa! Oh. For a second, I thought that red car was gonna, like, destroy me right there. Like that whole, I'm gonna end this old man's career type of thing. Right for the intersection, getting more oncoming. This basically keep my bar filled up. Woo! 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 Oh! Bother! It's lucky there's an invisible wall right there. Otherwise, my car would have flung itself right into the water. And great. Now I'm in second place. Whoa! It was serious! That pickup truck was just like in the way just to ruin my career. Oh my god. Oh, okay. That's like the best thing I ever seen in this game so far right now. That was just amazing. But none about that. Oh! Now, there's one thing I have a problem with in racing is basically crack under pressure when I'm behind, especially in the near end of a race or on the final lap, because I try so hard to basically keep myself in the lead as much as possible. Burnout times 4. That's like the best thing ever. Woo! 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 That was surprising. Jump to make a boost. Get in front of that bus. Ooh. Come on, stay in the lead. Oh, oh, thank you, sweet, merciful Let's Play gods, for saving my career. Oh God, please, come on, let's go, go. Whoa, oh, phew, that was too close. Okay, let's have a look at our results. 5 minutes, 26 seconds, 1 minute 44 for the fastest lap, 4 crashes, 63 million points. And we completed our second championship. Alright! Now we get on to our next set of unlocks. Face off at terminal number 3 and the second sprint map, the Miracle Mile, which we'll basically do in the next episode. So if you like this episode of Burnout 2, Point of Impact, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new uploads every Friday at around 12 o'clock or Saturdays depending on my current outside schedule. So this is Texas Gaming Industries saying thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!